good Sunday morning to y'all. Alright, so let's react to some of the new cards that have just come out. So I've had a quick squiz at them. Haven't had too much of an in-depth look at them, but that's what we'll do now. So 10th of August for me is only about sort of 4 to 5 days away. Yes. Let me put this over on my second screen so I know what's happening. Cool. Alright, let's start off with, what do we have? Webweave. Summon 2/1 poisonous spiders. 5 mana. I'm trying to think of anything at the moment, but nothing really comes to mind at first. So I don't think this will be a strong or playable card. Like if you get this from Yogg-Saron, that'd be nice, you know. But no, it's too weak. It's too weak. There's better 5 cards. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Frozen Clone Secret. After your opponent plays a minion, add 2 copies of it to your hand. So basically, you want to get Yogg. Oh my god, that is very interesting. What if you get Yogg? That'll be so gross. What else? What do you want from this? You basically want to sort of play this towards turns where you know they're gonna have sort of strong bodies or impactful cards actually. So mostly cards that mostly you want to aim them more for battle cry because death rattle is a bit slow, right? So maybe an Alex Straza or something like that. But you know, the Kibler, Firebat and Frodan discussed, you know, Alex Straza might not see as much play because of the hero, the new heroes, the Death Knights, because they gain 5 armor to put you outside of reach range, but you know, it's still possible because Mage has a lot of burn spells, let's be honest. Moving on. So here we go, here's one, Shadow Essence. So we also got, so Shadow Essence, summon a 5/5 copy of a random minion in your deck. When I first saw this I thought it's bad, but then like upon like further analysis, you know, 6 mana to get a 5/5 body. So you basically want, I can see this possibly in like Quest Priest, so you get a strong death rattle, right? Any impactful death rattle will do, because it adds to your quest, and a 5/5 body is quite serious, so even if you get something like a loot hoarder, like it's still not bad. I don't know if people will run 2 copies of this, maybe 1 for sure. They talked, yeah, I think 1 copy is fine. We've got Shaman, sorry. So Shaman, we have the Durakari Defender, Taunt, 3 mana, 2/8, Overload. Yeah, that's pretty nuts. So if you get this from like, I think Silver Moon Portal, is it a 2 mana or a 1 mana? No, you can't get this from Silver Moon, my bad. Yeah. Seems a bit heavy, but if you can somehow get this for free, it'd be just solid. Now, this is very interesting. I've been thinking about this for a while, but they got Treachery. So choose a friendly minion and give it to your opponent. So we've talked about, I don't know if I've talked about it in the last video, but basically the idea of, you know, giving your opponent a tickling abomination. But don't even worry about that because Howlfiend. Now, I personally feel that this will be a quite impactful card for Warlock, either towards the quest, if that ever becomes meta, but right now I'm not sure. I have to wait on the legendary and other cards. But you know, sometimes summoning, for example, like you want to play a strong card like the Hellhound, but you know, you've got 2 cards you've got in your hand that you sort of want to keep and don't want to risk discarding straight away, so you can play this without needing to discard anything upon summoning, and then you can play your other cards and then attack, and then the next turn or get attacked and then discard your hand. Another way you can use this card is a complete Hail Mary, so you just pop him in the field and completely disregard your hand because you just want to pop the quest, because in theory if this takes 6 damage and you have 6 cards in your hand, right, you've just finished your quest. You've just done. It's done. But a really interesting combo I thought of, especially against other control decks. Not so much aggro deck, because I feel like this takes a long time to set up. Maybe if you go Blood Boom, that, and this. But basically, if you have this, right, and then you give it to your opponent, and you, I don't know, magically have Defile that keeps activating, you mill a combo deck like Exodia Mage or a Control Paladin of their potential Tyrians, Nozarfs, Archmage Antonidas, Molten Reflection, and everything like that. So I feel like there might be a new archetype of like Sabotage Warlock, or potentially having some Saboteur mechanic to an existing Warlock deck. That's personally how I feel. Yeah, so I'm quite interested to see how this works. So I feel like this is versatile. It's not like a straight discard mechanic like we've had in the past with Doomguard, Succubus, Darkshire Librarian, Fellhound, Deathwing. It gives a little bit more play, which is good. It's important. So Rotface, it's for some reason like the card doesn't seem as crispy as all these other ones, so I kind of doubted its validity. But a 4 mana 4/6 is quite costly, but you get a random legendary minion. So in cards with this set, so maybe Razor Blade set up prior to summoning this guy, and then you have things like Whirlwind, Ravaging Ghoul, and stuff like that. But I don't know, I think it might see some play, but I don't think it's an instant craft right now. But I feel like a lot of these cards are moving towards a higher end of mana count, so maybe. Here we go. Here's another example. Rattling Rascal with Treachery. You know, you give it to yourself and then give it to your opponent. Then they give you it. So you get, like, for the cost of, what was it, 7 mana, you get 2 5/5s. Pretty good deal. Here we go. Bone Drake. Don't know if we spoke about that previously, but add a random dragon to your hand. Death Rattle. It just feels like it fits in Quest because it's both dragon and it's a Death Rattle. You know. Let's see. What else have we talked about? Yeah, that's it. I think. Pretty much. I didn't think about this previously, but I watched Firebat, Kibler and Frodan and the lead designer talk about like Kazaka style with Raza. Insane. You could potentially OTK someone, you know, which is really cool. So yeah, these are the cards that we're going to get hyped up for. Suddenly, just with the introduction of this card, it makes Warlock quests slightly more appealing. So instead of possibly like tier 4 to maybe a tier 3, possibly. Because this allows you to have the discard mechanic for sure, but you don't have to lose cards straight away, which is very important. I think a lot of my previous videos I was, you know, complaining about, you know, if you get a Doomguard and you have the Blood Queen in your hand, then you're kind of like screwed. Because you know, you might discard 2 or 3 cards where you value the charge immediately, so you're gonna lose your Blood Queen, and you might get a chance with Cruel Dynamancer. But this opens more options. So yeah, hopeful for this as well. The legendary Death Knight, please be good. Please. Alright. Thanks for watching. Please chuck a like if you liked what I've talked about. Subscribe to my channel if you feel like it. But I very much care about your opinions about what I've talked about and what you think about the cards that we've highlighted today. In particular, all my Warlock fans out there, what do you think of the new Howlfiend and potential Treachery combo with the file? Let me know. So keep watching, have a great day, and look forward to the expansion to come. I'll see you later. Bye.